Hello! Is it working? There we go. Just making sure that the sound works, making sure everything works. Don't mind me moving things. It's fine. We're fine. But hello everyone! We're trying a new demo today! It's called Tavern Talk. An adorable game where you make potions, get to know the stories of D&D inspired characters, meaning adventurers. And I'm super excited. I love the graphics for this, as you can tell. The thumbnail is like one of my... I love the illustration I use for the thumbnail. Probably not as a thumbnail itself, but I love the illustration. That's why I had a hard time figuring out how to use it, because I didn't want to cover up the window, but otherwise, I didn't really... I struggled making it like eye-catching. I gotta work on my thumbnail game. Anyways, today I'm super excited to try this game out for the very first time. I know nothing about it. Hold on. That's pretty loud. Oops. No. That's pretty loud. Okay. This is giving me mixed messages. Hold on. I thought I had the music down earlier, but I did not. I already adjusted it. You should see my settings. Hold on. Look at the sound settings. Look how low I set it. That's not low, actually. That's much higher than I thought. Okay, never mind. We're fine. Anyways, let's try this and see what it's like. Yes. Hiya, Inkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Very elf-like, isn't it? Using such old, It's very elf-like, isn't it? Using such old... I guess terms? Yes. Yes, all fine and dandy. They're so cute! I had such an exciting day, really. Really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Don't forget we are a barkeeper. Even better, I took a walk around the groove and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Oh, is it too quiet? Hold on. Thank you for letting me know. Let me just adjust it. Oh, now I can hear it. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome. Did it? No. But I gotta take another walk around the grove. The grove? How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts. Walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I think hazelnuts is one word. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No. I think that counts as a mistake. So what you're saying is that you're missing some spice? Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Ah. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes. Yes, exactly. That's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. Oh, she's salty. They're salty. I don't know if it's a she yet. They're salty. But I like how, like, no dragons. What is it with elves and dragons? If you guys read The Strongest Floors, which is another story I really enjoy, the elves are... There is an elf that is also obsessed with dragons. But I love The Strongest Floors because the elves are so different than how elves typically are. They portray them in such a crazy way, but it's so much fun. Anyways, getting off topic. I'm like a bland soup. So, a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Have you tried visiting a circus? I don't recommend that. No offense to circuses, it's just... If she's looking for spice, I don't know if circuses are technically gonna give her what they're looking for. Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? I like that. Let's keep the metaphors going. Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights. And of people. And of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not the telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example... Listen to the song I started writing. I am not singing. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph, resting by the lakes. A pretty nymph? That's pretty daring. That sounds like a good song opening to me. Do I encourage them or do I make another quip? I did make multiple quips. So I think I will encourage them. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it has a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? That's so relatable. No, I don't think so. I would love to sing a song about the exciting magical things I encounter. Ooh, character information locked. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I beg to differ. You know what's... So, there is a song... There are all kinds of songs. I think J-Hope has one called Chicken Noodle Soup, which is technically... I think he's remade it from another artist, but still, Chicken Noodle Soup. There can be songs about anything. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a feather-light nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although... I was wondering... I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes. Really? Of course, I don't even know how to make a drink. Oh, I'm glad. This is the rare time where you see me reading it out loud. But how do I say this? I used to do a lot of reading, but my voice suffered for it. But in this case, I really like this story. I will read it out. Yes. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. We got Andu! Hello, Andu! See? Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Oh, you pinned my order! Where did I pin it? There it is. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. Frosted Lagoon. This text is really small. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. So we go to recipes. This is the order. Swift Strike. Swift Strike. Be a leaf on the wind with the Swift Strike. This must-have for any dexterity devoted adventurer grants you agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. Oh, and a tasty drink. With an order that's this delicious, you exceed any dwarf's kill count in no time. So there's so many things I want to click. Oh, characters. Okay, this is Fable. They are they, them. Okay, I'm glad I know now. They, them. They are 110, alright. Rumors, don't know any. No quest. This is our log so far. Recipes, ingredients, and infusions. Okay, so we'll start with Swiss Strike. I think that's Swiss Strike. Because she just ordered it, but I don't know how to read this. So draw a recipe. Now, how do I read the recipe? I see. Okay, so you can see this. The purple corresponds with star on the board. You can see it goes like this. So how do I know how much I need then? It doesn't tell me if how I do this. How do I tilt it? Oh. Okay. I see. I don't understand. Hold on. Oh, there it is. You have to find... Oh, no. Enjoyed that. Okay. So, we have to get it to kind of match. I think you just need a little bit. No, I don't understand. So I didn't pour any. Well, we'll just pour this one first. So we go up to there, I think. This one, you have to get it at the right angle. This one, you go all the way. Swiss Strike. Oh, okay, we're done. Now, I ring the bell. Ta-da! Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Oh, look, it floats. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but... But what? Never mind. Hello, you are cool! Question mark, question mark, question mark? Question mark, question mark, question mark? How can I help you? A drink. For you? Dot dot dot. Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific. Thank you. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Alright, recipe book. Somehow that worked out. So this one... Sweet and sparkling in taste, the spoken heart will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. A charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. That's kind of a roast. Kind of a roast. Alright. I think we need a little bit of this. A little bit more. Hold on. Oh, okay. No! Enjoy, Andu. Okay, we got there. This one. The other two we don't move, and then tons of charisma. Ta-da! Spoken heart. So, defense, strength, and charisma. Dong. Oh, that's pretty. This should be digestible. Maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. Dot, dot, dot. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Rumor unlocked. Song of bones and water. Alright. Brooding type, I see. Dot, dot, dot. What are you thinking about, Fable? True, true. I like it. This has a lot of personality. Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the tree. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong, and I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so. Yes. What if it's wrong to leave though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Is that it? No, okay. More question marks. Whoa, hello. Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked. Huh. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. Carolyn. You can call me Car or Lynn. Couldn't care less. I'll call you Lynn. Nice to meet you, Lynn. What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the crust, right? So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No quest for me. But I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Triggerin. Terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade. That was far south in Arova. I am not gonna pronounce anything right. Been wondering if it's the same one, just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel where the vampires totally beat them to smithereens. Ugh, you mean the one of the vampires? I knew it! Think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire? Which one are you, Innkeep? Team werewolf! The vampire freaked me out. Is it the fur or the pecs? No, I just didn't like that he stalked her. Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so. See? I'm so in sync with the writers. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the wolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. I thought that was just for vampires. Is that also for werewolves? Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that's Southern Werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog. Trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Lynn. It's not that hard. Either Lynn, or Lynn. Gotcha, Lynn. Alright, Chief. You got a name or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Plain hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep. Then before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. Gotcha. So we go to recipes. We are doing strength. So, this is the strength drink. It's called Southern Brawler. The Southern Brawler is the perfect combination of offense and defense, dominated by the picante aroma of Ignis. The drink is served fiery hot or ice cold depending on the kind of fight you're looking for. Let's draw the recipe. I don't want to die. Oh, not, and didn't pour enough. Okay. Ooh, a bit of charisma. A bit of defense. And then a whole lot of strength. Southern Brawler. Here we go. It looks like a Hercules cup. A drink with 0 water, as requested. ... Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Hold on, I'm just gonna reduce it a little bit. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will ya? No. I like how it looks like they're fighting there. That's so cool, the animation. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that, yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead? It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just gonna open wounds you stapled shut. Oh, that's pretty brutal. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Huh. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophism. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well then. If you find any more rumors from me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups, but sure, for more work I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Ha, I call her Lynn. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quest, right? Don't want them to go to waste. I could use some help. Fine, I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. Think the best next step would be sorting the matching snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select the quill of yours and they'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Lynn. Put it on my tab. That's not how that... works. Good night to you too. I guess she left. Alright then. Let's assemble this quest. So, the Vukakin Lin told me about a werewolf who was roaming around the area. A potential threat to villagers. A werewolf's secret weakness is a plain fetch. Apparently no dog can resist the urge to run after a stick. Usual amount of undead. The werewolf provision probably... Okay. Banshee. This one, because this is a werewolf previously has been seen in the area, a southern town. A nomad, or do they have a goal in mind? And now we write. A werewolf on detours. A reticent Vukakin passed by the wayfarers in reporting a werewolf making their way up to T area from E area. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest and save T area from this werewolf mayhem? Innkeep. Very fancy. I even have like a stamp. We're feeding Andu. Cleaning. I can't read it. My bad. I tried earlier. It didn't really work out. That's so cool. I love this. Hold on. I'm gonna screenshot this. I am buying this game. This is so much fun so far. It's coming out June 20th. I am 100% gonna buy this. See, this is what demos are for. Whee! I'm taking a screenshot from my thumbnail. Quest taken! Whoa, you're not taking the werewolf quest, are you, Fable? What do you have there, Fable? Thanks for stopping by. Yes, I'm excited. That's why I played this week, so I could find out if I want it next week. I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is in terrorizing T area. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who is good of a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. I'm good of a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around the woods. I know, Fable. ... and maybe I want the quest. Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, this is a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they are also human, but you've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then I didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. And I have to fight the werewolf. Or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow... I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree would be mad at me. But it wouldn't really matter because it'd be dead. I'd be dead because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only the slimes. Oh, maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest floor. I think I'd have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. ... Why are you so anxious, Fable? ... In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses, but it would make for a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf, we don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the light in the dark. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranthine Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. The Mary Morgan incident? Your first encounter with Hydra? Why does no one want to spend time with you? That sounds... okay. We are very familiar with Fable. I feel like asking him why does no one want to spend time with you is kind of harsh. Your first encounter with the Hydra? The Mary Morgan incident? I'm very curious about the last one, but I feel like... When you have a dash, it's very interesting. The Hydra incidents also. Okay, we'll do it with the first one. Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? Oh, thank God a word didn't get around. It was my very first adventure. The chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? No. Let's be nice. I'll do it again if I want to. We can skip tutorials and just play through, but we'll see. An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night. And the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So they wanted guidance from a local ranger, a merchant up in tea area recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure! Yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous, so of course it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people, seasoned adventurers, one stronger than the next, all in shiny armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I must have blacked out. I've never got lost in the woods before. But this time I did. I couldn't see well, there was blood rushing my ears, and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men. Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. For some reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey, and I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughing stock of every one of their gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. Oh, you could go find out. I'm sure she'd love to talk to you. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. Your first encounter... I can ask them all. Oh my gosh. Let's ask. I'm gonna sate my curiosity. Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except for me. Always supportive, you know me, chat. I get caught on it and rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once? I wish it had been just once. It seems like my life only follows the path that's the most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know? Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping Amaracist. The weeping Amarylist. Now, guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping like a baby all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. I suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. It eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. Now I can ask all three. Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to the dream play in Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I brought it some homemade biscuits. That's sweet. I burned them a little in the oven. But I thought since it had fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranthine Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all about what I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. It looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stands a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice. Some things as changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice, all hydras love tea." I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranthine Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this shall be my first adventure. But I couldn't figure out the answers, so I left, and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. I was too ashamed to step foot in front of it again, lest it know that I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore, and I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it just wanted to ask for tea because it's like hydras like tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it needed an antidote, it would have died. Would haves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. Adventures don't come tied up in a neat, mistakeless bows. Your mistakes are a part of your story, Fable, no matter how hard you try and shame yourself for them. I like you the same nonetheless. Just try to do better in the future. That's all you can do. I feel like, rather than mistakes, I feel like Fable is just an overthinker. Exactly. I feel like elves would have the best tea leaves. They also would have the best gossip. Because imagine, they can communicate with the forest. The forest, everyone gossips in the forest because you think no one's listening. How much drama and tea do they actually have in both a literal and figurative sense? I think I like you the same nonetheless, because I don't think that they're making mistakes. They're just very an overthinker and anxious. I relate a lot, but still. You do? Yes. I don't care much for Fable the Flawless Hero. I don't think their stories would be very interesting. Fable, the messy adventurer of a heart of gold and endearing personality, on the other hand. Great nun guy, might even be my favorite regular. Don't tell anyone else I said that. I won't. Thank you, and keep. And because I like you so much, I'm gonna keep giving you free advice. I hope so. What do you have for me? You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be when everything I touch falls apart? You know that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener. Everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. So in a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. I'm trying to understand her connection, because if she's like a zucchini, does she mean she doesn't understand herself well enough to know how to make it grow? Or is she... Then how would that... Because if she says that I don't understand myself well enough to know what I need to resolve my issues, I would relate to that, but it's like I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. She does know what zucchinis are capable of, though. Like, I guess that's what confuses me. I think I'm thinking too hard from this. You'll have to find that out then. Like, on a quest. Like, on a quest? For example? Don't you think I'm a little under-leveled? Hold on, I need water. Oh my goodness. Do you think that will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't, and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? The best thing you can do is to try and help them. ... So what if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better? Isn't that a good thing? 4 hands are better than 2, and who knows, you might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I'm a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and, future hero, charmer of the nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the villagers. And I shall return victorious. There you go, Fable. Manifestation! I had to think of it. Did I do it right? Yes. Good job. I leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes. Do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet so that the werewolf won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Or maybe something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all and only needs a pep talk and a hug. Oh boy, someone's really gonna pet the werewolf. There are apparently nymphs in this game. Maybe we could even be friends. Maybe. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Alright, so how we do this? We go to the recipes. Either charisma, which is this one. Great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. We have this one, strength. This one is the distilled flavor of the cosmos. The sparkling nebula fizzes on your tongue and rewires your synapses, inspiring great ideas and even greater stories. Storytellers and scholars alike can broaden their horizons with a taste of the stars. So this one's intelligence and charisma. This one is defense. This one is dexterity. Now, do we want... Is there... Oh, okay. Do we want to go for diplomatic or do we want to go for running away? Hello, welcome. I'm trying to decide on a recipe. Charisma or dexterity? I'm good, thank you. I'm really enjoying this demo so far. I'm doing a lot of more voice acting than I've probably done since I've last played a visual novel, but I really enjoy it. I'm definitely gonna get this game when it comes out. What should we do? I feel like, personally, I don't want her to pet the werewolf, but maybe in a game where people talk and tell you their stories, what she needs is charisma. What they need. Their pronouns are they, them. What Fable needs. I'm kind of concerned. I think even if they got a charisma boost, I'm not sure. I think I'll give them dexterity. So they can run away if something bad happens. No, it's rhetorical, sorry. If I asked you guys, I will directly ask you guys. Now, I'll show you how drinks work. It took me a while to figure out. You have to get the right angle. And then it goes like this. You match this, the purple, with the blackboard. We got a bit of this. And then tons of dexterity. Gotta get the right angle. Ta-da! Swift strike, and then primordial place. We'll give them their favorite. This should do it. Oh, that tastes great. Very brisk. Do you feel a little braver? No, not yet. But I feel faster, more agile, swifter my bow. Like my arrows could find any werewolf's heart. I'm sure the bravery will come later. I'm sure it will. Thank you. This drink gave me some hope and heart palpitations. I think that's your anxiety. Maybe. You got this, Fable. You know, I've had a lot of people ask me about the mask, but I personally use it because I think it gives a stronger contrast between me not talking and talking for my PNG. I didn't think it was a big deal, but people keep asking, so I'm just making a comment here. I just like it for the visual effect. I think it looks cool. Also, it's not a bad idea to continue wearing it. I like it. I feel more comfortable with it. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest. So... I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. And consumption can pass it on to mortals like us? Exactly! I thought they might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. That's a very thoughtful gift. Since I'm waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days, I'll take a look at them all together later. Of course. I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. But first, I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. I feel like I should have given her the charisma one. I feel like that'd be interesting. I wonder how Fable is doing. Maybe they'll find some new ingredients for me. Although, probably not. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I had to adjust my mic. I hope my shipment arrives soon. No, that's it. Dang. Press any key. That was fun. I kind of want... We didn't really have another option, I guess. Because unless I do, like, the charisma drink, it's still... We're not gonna get to see the ending, and we didn't get to see about the infusions. But the game is interesting. If I had a couple notes... for it... Hello, welcome. If I had notes for this game, number one... I feel like at first I was kind of confused. I feel like it wasn't hard to figure out. But when you first did the drink mixing, I feel like they could have done like a little bit of a guideline, even if it just popped up and was like, drag your drink here, and then it will naturally tilt. Because I was trying to figure it out for a while. It didn't take me long. I thought they would give that guidance. I don't know. There's always the debate between explaining too much and not explaining enough. But I feel like I always am of the camp where it's better to explain too much. And then when people do demos, they can be like, oh, this might be intuitive, but it might not to be some people. That's just my thought because it did take me a couple of tries before I got it, I guess. The other thing is I really enjoyed the story. Like, I got really into it. I love Fable as a character so far. I'm glad they decided to feature them because I think they are very, very endearing. And I think that was why it compelled me to voice dub, even though normally, if you guys have watched my content before, and even if you haven't, I'll let you know, I don't do a lot of voice dubbing anymore because it's just not what my it's not what I consider one of my strengths. I enjoy hearing voice actors. And of course, not all games can have voice actors, but I did enjoy the story so much, I felt compelled to voice dub, even though I normally do not. It's not a long explanation. For example, if it just had like... If you guys watched my VOD yesterday where we did Tiny Bookshop, where they had arrows and circles and they're just like... drag bottle here, that kind of thing, I feel like that would work. They don't need to give it as little notes or have it drawn out as text. Even just be like, drag your bottle to this place, and it just pops up, then you would know to drag. That's why I said it just depends. Everyone has different preferences. I also love the art in this game. The characters look so good. Their art design is so cool. And I'm really interested to get to know more. So far, it seems like a lot of their mechanisms are very interesting, like creating quests, making drinks. I do think that as you go on, I wonder if you get more ingredients, because they do talk about infusion, so they kind of hint at you adding things that can help the adventurers, for example, specific quests. I'm very interested in knowing, for example... because this is one of those, like, your choices matter game. Because, like Fable said, what the drink you give them will affect the outcome. I think that's so fun. It could be really interesting. Because as someone who likes trying a lot of possibilities, I would replay the game just to see how that affects different things. And by the way, they do give you options to skip the tutorials. I could do it now if I wanted to. But because we don't get to see the outcome of the quest, I'm not compelled to. But I do think this was a very good demo. It showed us a lot. And maybe, you know, maybe they're looking for feedback. Maybe they're adjusting. Maybe they're bug testing. I didn't find any bugs so far. I didn't. No, of course they would come back. Fable is one of our regulars. Oh gosh, the music's really loud. Okay. But overall, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm gonna get this game. This demo actually came out a while back. I just only got around playing it now. I don't... Maybe I'm someone who like doesn't play a lot, but I feel like if I had any other feedback... I don't think I have any. I pretty much enjoyed my experience. It was enjoyable so that I wanted to buy it. That's the thing. Like, they could adjust small things, but you're right. Most of the things are probably set. That's why I'm gonna be interested to see what they might do differently. Because this demo has been out for a while, they've probably already collected people's feedback and they've already implemented what they want to implement. So I will still get it. If you guys enjoyed it, I might do this on stream. I don't know, because I feel like the voice acting would cause me to do shorter streams, because my voice does give out as I do it. I have to learn how to voice act and do it in a way that's sustainable for my voice. Or maybe I just have to, you know, because I used to do this quite a bit. I used to do a lot of visual novels. So my voice lasted a while. But I haven't done it in a while, so I have to work myself up again. Anyways, regardless, I enjoyed it a lot. That's interesting, okay. Alright, I don't really know what's going on. Anyways, that's all. Hold on, I'm trying to check something. That's crazy. Alright, so anyways, I think that's gonna be all for me today. I know that these streams are shorter because I do prefer to stream in the morning because I can stream longer. But this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm really excited to try the full game when it comes out. I will have my... Let me think. I was thinking if I should do a Zatsu, but my voice is kind of shot, so I don't think so. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun. I like this a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I hear this is similar to Coffee Talk, but the Coffee Talk graphics did not compel me. This compelled me. So I think they were very successful in that because I have never played, but I really enjoyed this. I've never played this kind of game. Well, actually, have I? It's kind of a visual novel, but with some... Either way, I'm looking forward to it. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a good day, a good night, or a good evening wherever you are. As always, take care of yourselves. Drink water. Do as I say, not as I do. Unclench your jaw. Check your posture. Make sure you're getting enough sleep and stretch. Stretching is so important. Anyways, that is all from me today. I will have my streams for next week. Hold on, something keeps popping up. I have to try to get rid of it. Okay. Next week, I will have my stream waiting rooms and my streams up for next week. I will probably not be doing 4 streams. This was kind of an exception because I really wanted to play the demos on stream and to see how they were. But we'll probably do 3 streams next week. I might do 1 at night, but that just depends. That just depends. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you guys in another stream. Oh my gosh, so many messages got delayed. I only saw them just now, my bad. There will always be Stardew Sunday. At this point, we might as well just start calling it Stardew Sunday. No, it's because this game comes out next week. I was like, should I play it on stream? That's what I'm thinking, if I should do this one at night. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you guys on Sunday. Until then, thanks so much for watching.